Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to my 12 Days of Christmas, Day 3. Now, today we're going to be talking about The Traveler. The Traveler is a 2010 film which runs approximately 96 minutes and is directed by Michael Oblowitz. Now, he was responsible for Frank and Ava, Heavy Water, and Sea of Darkness. Now, this stars Val Kilmer as Mr. Nobody. He was in Top Gun 1 and 2, Top Secret, and The Saint. Dylan Neal as Detective Alexander Black. He was in 50 Shades Freed, My Family Secret, and a bunch of TV. And Paul McGillian as Deputy Jerry Pine. He was in Skyscraper, Death Note, the live action version, and Numb. Now, the budget on this film is $4 million, and this also goes by the name Mr. Nobody. Okay, this is a movie I had slated for last year, but got bumped in favor of a different film. I cannot remember which one it is now, but I decided to do it this year because I really wanted to see it. Now, this movie is a lot like Let Us Pray. If you've ever seen that film, this is a lot like that. But I'm going to give a brief synopsis anyway. You have Val Kilmer on Christmas Eve walking into a police station at approximately 8:14 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I already said that. And he wants to confess murders. Well, the police officers think he's flipped his wig and they try to get him to leave. When he will not leave and he's determined to confess, they lock him up. As they lock him up, he starts to play mind games with the police officers. And as they start getting picked off one by one, they start to understand that this stranger, Mr. Nobody, has a sinister secret. I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, this movie reminds me a lot of Let Us Pray. I do like Let Us Pray more. I think it was done a lot better. That has, if I remember correctly, Liam Cunningham in it and Pollyanna McIntosh. This, however, has Val Kilmer, and this is before he has his bout with cancer. I believe it's throat cancer, if I'm not mistaken. But he does have trouble talking now, and he does have to have a voiceover, I do believe, in his later films. This is before that. This is before all that happened. So you get your classic Val Kilmer voice. And he is actually really, really good in this. Now, I have had some problems with Val Kilmer in the past. I have heard he is not such a nice person. He's done some stuff on movie sets that I think is downright disgusting. But some people let fame and fortune go to their heads. And I do believe he was one of those people. Has he repented? I have no idea. And it's really none of my business. But he does give a great performance in this film. So I got to give it to him. He does really good. The officers in the jail actually do a great job as well in the precinct. It does have a Christmas feel to it because they do show shots of the town where it's cold and it's rainy and snowy and it has decorations up and stuff like that. So it takes care of the Christmas atmosphere to a certain degree. But I did think that the backstory with Mr. Nobody and the police officers and everything, I thought it was very interesting. Now, granted, it was probably a half an hour into the film where I guessed what was going to happen. That does bother some people. It didn't really bother me because I've seen a lot of horror movies and I kind of get where it was going from the beginning, although it was confirmed like a half an hour into it. But I did like it. I thought it was done extremely well. I thought it was acted extremely well. And The camera work was done well. I love the jail look where he's held prisoner. Um, all in all, this is a really good film. Like I said, it is very close to Let Us Pray, and I really liked Let Us Pray. So I think that's why this movie wasn't why I didn't like it as much as I think I would have if I'd have seen this first. So, sometimes when you see a movie that's so much like another film, it doesn't do it for you because I've seen it before. So, take that for what it's worth and definitely stay tuned for day 4. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.